We have told you about PFAS, a likely carcinogen, and the contamination in drinking wells throughout Kent County.
But how much PFAS has tainted families for years, possibly decades? The results of the few blood tests so far are shocking, including high levels of PFAS in a 20-month-old boy. Tonight, Target 8 investigator Ken Kolker explores the debate over blood testing, getting his own test done, and learns how the state is now considering area-wide blood draws. Ken.
Yeah, Marley and Brian, this growing crisis involving Wolverine worldwide contamination has sparked a growing debate between health experts and those hit the hardest, the neighbors who until recently drank that tainted water. Hi, how are you?
Can I help you?
Yeah, I'm here to get a PFAS test.
Okay.
I've got this
everything
kit.
in there? Okay.
I guess the ice.
Yep, and it's all frozen solid for us?
Yep.
Good deal. I'm going to have you turn the camera off at this point in time.
I grew up in the city of Rockford until I was 8. This is it, 179 Highland. That's me on my front porch with my big sister and Buck Berry, an old TV cowboy. That was 50 years ago. Until 2000, Rockford got its city water from the Rogue River, 2 blocks downstream from the Wolverine Worldwide Tannery, which is still soaked in PFAS that flows to this day into the river. PFAS was in the Scotchgard that Wolverine used to treat shoes from 1958 to the early 2000s. So there's a good chance I drank PFAS back then.
There seems to be only one logical conclusion, that people were drinking a lot of contaminants in the water that maybe nobody realized were there, but that's the fact.
Getting a PFAS blood test isn't very complicated. The Kent County Health Department has steps to follow on its website, even though it doesn't recommend it. But it's pricey.
This is Analytical. This is Jennifer.
Oh, hi, Jennifer. Hey, my name is Ken Kolker. I'm from Grand Rapids, Michigan.
Hi, Ken.
How are you? Vista Analytical in California, one of the few labs testing blood for PFAS. I'm wondering if I should just go ahead and order the kit. They prefer the money up front, $150 for the kit, $525 for the test, $675 total by credit card. Insurance won't cover it. How long before the test results are done, generally?
We've been very busy for the past several months with this type of testing. Worst case scenario, 2 months.
In a few days after I got a required doctor's order, the kit arrived. A small styrofoam cooler, a test tube for my serum, and ice packs. It's into the freezer. Then several hours later, off to the lab. Hi. An hour after that, my blood was drawn and ready for delivery. So here is the cooler packed on ice that, oh boy, holds my serum. I'm gonna make sure I pack this back the way it was. And there it is right there. There's the blood serum. Hey, I've got to ship out a PFAS blood sample. Okay. I'm sure you've got a few of these. Yep. Overnight to Vista Analytical. The serum's got to stay cold. Only a handful of people in Kent County's growing PFAS zones have done this, in part because the health department says it's not necessary.
What that has largely told us is that blood testing is not very useful for us.
Most health officials, the county, the state, the feds, say PFAS blood tests won't make you easier to treat. They say blood tests are not needed to prove you have PFAS in your system. If you drink contaminated water, they say, it's in your blood.
You're going to have a measurable, a significant level of this in your system. If you've been drinking that water, that's pretty much a given.
It accumulates and stays there for years.
I would never stop anybody from getting their blood tested. It's a limiting right now for clinicians or healthcare providers to estimate what the health impacts may be.
Jim Watts isn't buying that. He's lived near the House Street dump for 30 years, but has only low levels of PFAS in his well. At least, that's what his one and only recent test has shown. Blood tests, he says, if they come back high, might show if his well's PFAS levels were higher before.
If you look at the map of how all this is spreading out, we're right dead in the center. We could have been much higher in the past. We just don't know because that was never tested for that.
He wants blood tests for his family, especially his wife, who has environmental asthma.
2 tanks here.
He wonders if it's from using a humidifier for years, filling their bedroom with PFAS-tainted mist.
And I think that, frankly, the health department and Wolverine should step up to the plate and deal with this. I think they owe it to the residents here in this community.
In West Virginia, doctors tested the blood of 69,000 people for PFAS after a crisis there, linking the chemical to 6 diseases: testicular and kidney cancers, ulcerative colitis, thyroid problems, high cholesterol, and hypertension in pregnancy.
How bad is this stuff?
Bad. But the PFAS levels here are much higher than they were in West Virginia.
Everybody that's in that area needs to be tested and followed.
Blood tested?
Yeah, blood tested and followed.
I've always said if you have data, you can make decisions.
Sandy Winstelt, who lives across from Wolverine's old polluted House Street dump, has 5 million parts per trillion of PFAS in her blood, the most that local and state officials have ever heard of. She drank the water for 24 years. Her husband died of cancer, and she's had thyroid problems. Now she says her doctor knows what else to look for.
And I sure may die of something totally unrelated. But at least I'm going to be able to know confidently that I looked at all the things that we do know are connected so I can address those quickly.
Tobin McNaughton was shocked when local health officials said that blood tests were not needed. Her 20-month-old son, Jack, who is often sick with colds and ear infections, has 484,000 parts per trillion in his blood, almost as much as the groundwater at Wolverine's old tannery.
Saying that, these things aren't necessary, it's hard to hear those words, because I feel like everything having to do with Jack's health is necessary.
She says her son's toxicologist is using her son's test results.
The toxicologist said for the rest of Jack's life, he's under his surveillance.
As for my test, the results won't be in until March. Question is, will I have the same low levels as the average American? Almost everybody has some in them. PFAS used to be in Teflon, sprayed on furniture and carpeting, used on fast food wrappers.
So I grew up in Rockford until I was 7 or 8. I'm 58 now. I got my blood tested for PFAS yesterday.
Did you? Okay.
What would you expect me to find?
I would expect that you're going to have a measurable amount of PFAS.
The same as everyone else? Or do you think...
Hard to say. I'll be fascinated to hear from you if you're willing to share those when you get those.
Now, the state told us it's working with the CDC to develop a new health study in the Rockford and Belmont area that could actually include widespread blood testing that could help the nation learn more about the impacts of PFAS, but a decision on that has not been made.
Well, Ken, I'm sure viewers have a question. You drank this water. How is the health in your family?
Well, interestingly, when my mom was in her mid-20s, she got thyroid cancer. And when I was in my early 20s, I had half my thyroid removed.
And so, that's one of those conditions?
That's one of the 6 conditions, yeah.
Wow.
Obviously, you can't make a direct correlation.
Right.
It's impossible to do that.
More research has to be done, but
yeah, much more.
Still concerning.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll wait for those results. Yeah. Ken Kolker, thank you.
And our complete coverage of the toxic tap water investigation can be found online at woodtv.com and on our mobile app.